In this session, we will be covering a portion of the transaction entry window, the billing options window, the item detail options window, and the show bill detail option. The billing options window can be opened two ways. You can click the billing button down at the bottom, or you can click in this box where it says Bill To at the top. Once it is open, you'll see this window contains a large amount of information specific to the bill that is open. On the left side of the first tab, we'll start with the checkbox to bill patient. This will bill the patient, provided there is no insurance or all insurance is paid. After that is bill date and provider, which are exactly the same as they are here. Next is billing location, which is a lookup for a location address type. You can use this for multiple office practices. Next is copay or deductible amount and a tax rate. Below that is a button that brings up custom billing fields if they are defined. On the right hand side are three identical boxes for each insurance. The checkbox Bill Insurance means that the insurance company is to be billed. Resubmit claim means that the claim needs to be resubmitted. Insurance paid means that the insurance company has paid on this bill. Last billed is the date when the bill was updated as having been sent, and the status indicates the status of the claim. Blank and pending are the same thing. The following three tabs are identical with one difference, which is this last box at the bottom. They are also exactly the same as on the patient file, so we will not go into the detail of each box on those three tabs. The fifth tab is insurance claim. Here you can keep track of a similar symptom. You can enter a facility, a referring physician, or additional information that a insurance company requires on the claim in either box 10D or box 19. You can fill in any Medicaid info that they need, outside lab charges, and adjustment info. Next tab is for keeping track of accident claims, workers' comp, or disability. It's all self-explanatory, mostly just dates. The last tab is for notes. It's just one big block of text. Along the bottom are several buttons. Billing history brings up another window, which displays info on when claims were created and the form they were created with. Update patient applies any changes made on this window to the patient file. Copy from billing brings up a window to allow you to pick a different bill and copy the information from that bill. It's all the bills for this patient. Audit trail displays all the changes made. And last, UB92 brings up a window specific to institutional claims, which will be covered on its own. Onto the item detail options window. It can also be brought up two ways. First, by clicking the line detail button at the bottom, and second, by clicking in the diagnosis box in the top right. Once open, you will see that this window also contains a good deal of information. Keep in mind that this screen applies to the line you have selected only, not the entire bill. So wherever the arrow is over here, that's what this window applies to. Starting at the top left, type of service is a lookup to type of service if they are defined. Diagnosis is the pointer, 1 through 4. EPSDT and COB are there if needed. You'll know what they are if you need them. anesthesia start and end time are self-explanatory, and base units is another method of billing anesthesia. Total units matches the units of the line right here. Diagnosis for this bill is where the actual diagnosis codes are entered. You can enter up to 4 and have the ability to look up for each of the 4. The button Make Default Diagnosis makes them the default every time you create a new bill. On to the bottom half of this window. On the left are checkboxes. Bill patient only, bill insurance only, and never bill are self-explanatory. Consider deductible takes into account the amount of the deductible if there is one. Note on statement and note on insurance make it so that any notes entered will print. Taxable means that the line needs to have tax applied, and emergency indicates that it was an emergency. The middle section, patient responsibility, is a dollar amount indicating the copay for the individual item, if it exists. Patient aging date is the date used for aging reports once the bill is the patient's responsibility. Adjudicated date is the date that payment or notification of non-payment was received. The allowed boxes and adjustment boxes should be self-explanatory. Local 1 through 5 are for extra line-specific custom info that may be needed for a form. On to the last portion of this session, the Show Bill Detail checkbox. This is located right here at the bottom of the bill. It brings up some info from the 2 screens we just covered. Having it unchecked, as you can see, removes a good portion of the screen. The left box displays the bill patient checkbox, copay, deductible, and tax rate. To the right of that, the information on primary and secondary status is displayed. And last are the most commonly used items from the insurance claim and accident tab. Anything displayed right here can be altered. It is not just for display purposes. It's here to make your life easier and make it so you don't have to enter the 2 screens we were just looking at for the more commonly used items. This concludes this session.